like Teddy Gray on stuff. Whooshy gives a proper reaction.
And now for something completely different.
Hey family, welcome back. Teddy Gray back on stuff. Today, something very different, Taylor Swift. Now, I know that for many of you, you would have seen this pop up on your notifications and be like, what is going on? What in the multiverse is happening? Fortnight featuring Post Malone. Post Malone, I've definitely heard of. Love that guy. Great personality, awesome voice, great music. Can't say enough good things about him. Taylor Swift, on the other hand, I have no idea. I've never intentionally listened to any of her music. I've always heard it in like supermarkets and stuff, when you're just shopping around, little cart, and you hear like, what was that one? I forgot, something about Romeo and Juliet, something like that. I always hear that when I'm out and about, but I've never intentionally listened to her music. So, without further ado, I'm gonna break it down. We're gonna check it out. Quite nervous. Mainly because there's a lot of you that have been asking me to do Taylor Swift for about a year and a half. So, you know. Without further ado, I'm actually shaking a little bit. We don't like new people.
I was supposed to be sent away, but they forgot.
Huh. I know I've seen her before, right? I know that I've seen Taylor Swift before. I've never actually paid attention to what she looks like though, so. Not that one should, you know.
I was supposed to be sent away, but they forgot to come and get me. I was a functioning alcoholic till nobody noticed my new aesthetic. All of this to say, I hope you're okay, but you're the reason. And no one here's to blame, but what about your quiet treason? And for a fortnight there we were, forever
Ooh.
running to you.
Just as a visual, I like that. I also kind of like how simple the beat is. Is this a true story? I don't know of Taylor Swift's writing. I know that it's quite revered in the business as being like, oh, she just makes nothing but hits. But I've never intentionally listened to her music, so I've never really paid attention to anything that she's ever said. Sorry about that, but you know, we're no longer being ignorant. I like this as a visual, like wiping away something that it's like when you get tattooed, it's like scars, right? It's scarring, technically. So you're wiping away the foundation or whatever it is that it's a metaphor for, wiping that away, and it tells a tale beneath the mask, you know? Ooh, I think it was Oscar Wilde once said, fame is a mask that eats away at the face. Like it's a mask that you put on, but then it slowly starts to become your face sort of thing. Stay away. No, they're Post Malone's tattoos. I think. Yeah, because it's the thing on the head. Okay. I also like how the pill that she took was from a thing that said "forget him," which again told me that it might be based on more of a true story, true to life events. So was she genuinely like a borderline alcoholic, or a functioning alcoholic? She said, but nobody noticed or nobody realized until the aesthetic changed or something. So nobody realised, because it was all mental that she was dealing with. So nobody realised until it started affecting the outside world kind of thing. So, you know, so far in terms of writing, I like it.
Alcoholic till nobody noticed my new aesthetic. All of this to say,
And then you hear Post Malone as well, who I know a lot more about Post Malone than I do Taylor Swift, so I apologise, but Post Malone I know has struggled with sobriety and, you know, sponsored by Bud Light, he was just necking them things back like no tomorrow. Drink responsibly, by the way, and happy 420 to all. Happy 420 to all. Do that instead. But it's good that he chimed in. Psycho.
All my mornings are Monday start.
Oh, she looks sick.
Endless February. I took the miracle move on drug. The effects were temporary. And I love you. It's ruining my life. I touched you for only a fortnight. But I touched you, and for a fortnight there we were forever running to you. Sometimes ask about the weather. Now you're in my backyard, turned into good neighbors. Your wife waters flowers. I wanna kill her, and for a fortnight there we were together, running to you. Sometimes comment on my sweater. Now you're at the mailbox, turned into good neighbors. My husband is cheating. I wanna kill him. I love you. It's ruining my life. It's ruining my life. I touched you for only a fortnight. I touched you. I love you. It's ruining my life. It's ruining my life. I touched
This is really nice.
only a fortnight. I touched you. I touched you.
But you won't pick up another fortnight lost in America. Go to Florida, buy the car you want, but it won't start up till you touch, let it go.
That's so sick.
But you won't pick up another fortnight lost in America. Move to Florida, buy the car you want, but it won't start up till I touch you.
Maybe there's some more. Nope, there's no more. I didn't even see Ethan Hawke in it, so I didn't even see him. Where was he? Where was he? Was he the other husband who was cheating? I thought that it was one thing, and then after the second verse and Post Malone's bit, it turned out to be something different. So perhaps these were two like star-crossed lovers. They met early on in their life, and they were together for a fortnight. They had a wonderful time, and then something happened. He moved to Florida, rare tear tear. She moved on. They both seemingly got married, and they were neighbors. Or maybe that's symbolic of them being in the same industry. Maybe. But she was in a relationship where her husband was cheating on her, and he was in a bad relationship too. Or no, he wasn't, because the wife bought him flowers. Okay, so maybe she's... Okay. So maybe Taylor was just navigating the fact that her life didn't go as planned. And maybe she romanticizes that maybe this guy's life is spiraling out of control too, so that it would lead him to her. Kind of maniacal. But then again, she did explain that, it's sending her a bit wappy, I like it. It's sort of an insight into the inner workings of Taylor Swift's mind, I suppose. If it is indeed her that wrote this. But I like that Post Malone wasn't too much of a... He didn't absorb too much of the track, Sort of stayed in the background and was there when needed, when necessary. It was a very nice track. Probably not something that I'd listen to over and over again, but I can appreciate it for what it is. In terms of the writing, incredible. In terms of the voice, I don't think there was anything sort of standoutish about it. But then again, I'm not used to her voice, so maybe all of her big ballads and whatnot where she did flex her vocals were early on in her career. Because I know she's been around for a while, right? She's been around for a good while. Although she still looks 20 years old. Weird. But yeah. If you also enjoyed this and you have any further thoughts on this or what you think it might have meant, please leave them in the comments down below. And as always, I'll see you guys very soon. Deuces.